Isabella Banks family. How is everyone doing? I hope you've all had an amazing week so far. There has been so much going on in the world of Harry and Meghan recently. Today, though, we are here to discuss the latest updates from the case that the Heritage Foundation brought against the Department of Homeland Security regarding Prince Harry's visa saga. The Department for Homeland Security have slapped down the Heritage Foundation's Freedom of Information application into the details of Prince Harry's visa application. The case kicked off back in May 2023, and guess what? It came back into the spotlight Friday gone, with talks buzzing about motions for summary judgment, partial judgment, and a motion to strike a motion for summary judgment. Did you get all that? Neither did I. We're going to dive deeper into all of that later on in this video. Now, what's all the fuss about, you might ask? Let's buckle up because the Heritage Foundation are not joking around. They filed an application to squeeze out information from DHS about Prince Harry's entry, and they're asking, how come he's been able to stay? What is he on? Well, the DHS have not been too pleased with the Heritage Foundation's application to find out the details of Prince Harry's visa application. So, what did they do? They submitted a motion for summary judgment to the court, requesting that the application from the Heritage Foundation be dismissed. Defendants, the United States Department of Homeland Security, respectfully moves the court for an order granting summary judgment in its favor as to all the claims in this Freedom of Information Act suit brought by plaintiffs, the Heritage Foundation, and Mike Howell. Any information responsive to plaintiff's request is exempt from disclosure. In support of this motion, defendant respectfully refers the court to the attached memorandum of points and authorities, statement of material facts as to which there is no genuine dispute, and exhibits. Defendant also attaches a proposed order for the court's consideration. Okay, so the order they're referring to in the previous slide was this one, which just simply identifies who the plaintiff is, that is the Heritage Foundation, the defendant, Department of Homeland Security, and then the text in the order is just stating what they are looking for, which is upon consideration of defendant's motion for summary judgment and the entire record hearing, it is hereby ordered that defendant's motion is granted, and it is further ordered that plaintiff's claim be dismissed. You see? The 9th of October 2023, the Heritage Foundation files their opposition to the Department of Homeland Security's motion for summary judgment. In support of their opposition, the Heritage Foundation got a declaration from an immigration lawyer to give their legal opinion to the court to further strengthen their case. Guys, these people are not joking around. They are spending their time, effort, and money to try and see whether they can cause enough of a nuisance of themselves to cause the courts to grant their application. And just when you think it couldn't have gotten any weirder, DHS drops a bomb in November 2023, okay? Basically telling the Heritage Foundation to go take a chill pill. They argue that Prince Harry's privacy isn't up for grabs just because he's a public figure, and confirming that they have been playing by the rules. They haven't been giving him preferential treatment. They have stated in their summary that Prince Harry's privacy has not been breached by the things he had chosen to discuss in public, and that the DHS have not acted inappropriately in protecting Prince Harry's rights to privacy, which is accorded to every American citizen or citizens from all over the world. All right, folks, let's pause for a quick chat. First, a massive shout out to all the awesome folks who have recently hit that subscribe button. You guys rock! Your support means the world to me. And if you're just tuning in for the first time and you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Go ahead, hit the subscribe button. If you've been here before and you haven't still subscribed, again, what are you waiting on? Join the Isabella Banks YouTube family. It is fun over here, as you have found out. So go on. Let's address the elephant in the room. The battle against the Sussex Friendly channels. Guys, it's no joke. Can you imagine how far government officials, Quasi government officials are going to fight against every aspect of Harry's life. It's the same kind of pressure the Sussex Friendly channels are experiencing. This is why you see us getting suspended day in, day out on YouTube and all the other platforms that we happen to be on. So please, it's quite serious when we ask you to subscribe, like, and comment because with our efforts, we are pushing back against the narrative online, against Harry and Meghan. And this is what keeps Harry and Meghan in the online PR game. And if you're in a position to do so, don't hesitate to lend any support you can financially to any of the Sussex Friendly channels. Consider donating to the channel. Every little helps to keep the channel flowing and the lights on. Thanks to those who have confirmed that they would support an Amazon wish list. I'm in the process of compiling it and I will launch the list when it is done. Now, let's dive back in. So, in December, the Heritage Foundation responded to the DHS, repeating their position that Prince Harry has no privacy to protect, claiming he had forfeited his right to privacy when he wrote Spare. They also claim that public interest in the disclosure that they have asked for far outweighs the Duke of Sussex's privacy interests. When the court received this latest response from the Heritage Foundation lawyers, it seems like they had had enough of the squabbling and they ordered both parties to appear in person for an oral argument on the motions to dismiss and the opposing motion to the motion to dismiss we had discussed earlier. In support of their motion, and before the hearing on Friday, Samuel Everett from Heritage Foundation filed an affidavit, or what we would call a declaration, providing a transcript of Prince Harry's interview on ABC's Good Morning America. You know that one that he did recently when he went to Canada for the 1 year to go Invictus? Yep, that same interview, where he had discussed considering seeking U.S. citizenship. I'm sure the court must have thought to themselves, what has this got to do with anything? Because he had only said he had considered applying for citizenship. For all intents and purposes, this is neither here nor there. So, what if he said he had considered applying for citizenship? Now, this brings us directly to the hearing in court on Friday. Let's break down the case. Questions have been raised over whether the Duke lied about his drug use on his visa application or was shown favorable treatment by officials. Another point that is a bone of contention, the Heritage Foundation, a think tank, has sought all records within the Duke's alien registration file, including any applications for immigration benefits and all records relating to any request for waiver by Prince Harry. It argued in the court filing, the case comes about in the main because HRH voluntarily and for immense profit admitted in writing to the element of any number of controlled substance violations. Indeed, some say HRH has approached the point of bragging and encouraging illegal drug use. The Duke of Sussex did so despite the fact that it is widely known that such admissions can have adverse immigration consequences for non citizens, and despite employing preeminent legal advisors on both sides of the Atlantic. There are a few points to break down from Heritage Foundation's position, which I might add is heavily laced with the British media's talking points. Did you guys notice the part where they said HRH voluntarily and for immense profit admitted in writing to the element of any number of controlled substance violations? They want the American public to be as offended as they are by the fact that Harry took money to tell his own side of the story. They want to lead the court to view Prince Harry the way they do, and they want to get the court to join them in their gossipy, narrative bending manner. They also seem annoyed that Prince Harry made this disclosure rather than waiting for the media to bring it up. This, in part, tells me that this is one of the things that they were keeping in their vault against Prince Harry, hoping to use this information against him somewhere. They referenced Nigella Lawson, who confessed to taking coke and smoking marijuana in 2014. I thought, that's interesting. So I went digging into the case and I found the 2013 Guardian newspaper about her drug confession. For those who don't know her, Nigella Lawson is a famous celebrity chef with impeccable connections in the UK media and television industry. A London court heard that Nigella Lawson had become a daily drug user, using coke as well as Class B drugs and prescription medicines over more than a decade. Details of the court case are delicious and would have been interesting to discuss, but going into that case will sidetrack me from Prince Harry's case, which is the main point of this video. So, suffice it to say that Nigella admitted the drug use and was subsequently banned from entering the US for about 10 years. The ban was only lifted this year. And back to Prince Harry's case. Niall Gardiner, director of the Heritage Foundation, tried very hard to convince the court that Prince Harry has already waived his right to privacy because he discussed his drug use and personal life in spare, as I had said before. Meanwhile, the DHS said it cannot even confirm whether Prince Harry had made any application because to do so would be a breach of Prince Harry's privacy. They continued, stating that the court consistently holds that a person's visa or immigration status is private, personal information exempt from disclosure. Further, Prince Harry's memoir is not proof, as Heritage Foundation have claimed, that he took drugs, which could have been embellished to sell the book. The lawyer told the court that the book isn't sworn testimony or proof that the Duke of Sussex did in fact take illegal drugs, stating that saying something in a book does not necessarily make it true. I choked when I got to this part. After all, if you think about it, the British media and the royalists and monarchists have all consistently claimed that all Prince Harry's claims in his book are lies. So why are they surprised that the court would not rely on this same book, which they have said are lies, to make a ruling against Prince Harry or for him in that matter? Look at this tweet from Niall Gardiner from Heritage Foundation. Harry's memoir should be classified as a work of fiction. There is clearly a large market for exceedingly nasty, vicious books that project lies, hate, and share disinformation. No one is spared from Harry's poison, including his own father and brother. So you see that this argument that they have brought defeats their own argument. Perhaps that is why the DHS is not really expending that much aggressive energy in dealing with them because they're just making bumbling fools out of themselves with their own applications. After all, it's quite clear to see that Prince Harry's case is very different from Nigella Lawson's case. Prince Harry wrote a book, Nigella Lawson admitted to her drug use in sworn testimony in court. Clearly, dead on arrival, right? The judge in the case also told of the lawyers for the Heritage Foundation for not calling Prince Harry by his formal title of Duke of Sussex, saying he didn't feel comfortable calling the Duke of Sussex Prince Harry. I laughed when I saw this. You know that's right when the judge has to tell you to put some respect on the man's name. Fam, I believe that this application is going nowhere. It is obvious to the blind, deaf, and dumb man around the corner that the suit is politically, or should I say royally and medially motivated, and the law is on Harry's side again. This is just an annoyance in the divorce settlement. When I say divorce, I mean Harry's divorce from the royal family firm. The firm, powered by the toxic British media, is acting like a bitter, vindictive, and abusive ex. So, guys, what do you think is going to happen next? Do you think that they will stop now? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Before we go, I saw this magazine cover from Twitter yesterday. If this is true, this changes everything as we know it. And all Harry and Meghan's projects need our ultimate support at this time. So, how can we support Harry and Meghan? Let's go watch Mia Culpa on Netflix as many times as we can. Remember, if we support those who support the Sussexes, we support the Sussexes. They are not going to be able to win this war on their own. The royal family remain huge and hugely influential. Let's not forget that. Even though Harry and Meghan are morally right and they have some money, but it is still a case of David and Goliath. They need every bit of support that they can get. So don't forget that amplifying the Sussex Friendly pages helps to amplify Harry and Meghan's message. In that case, I will remind you not to forget to subscribe, like, and comment on our videos. If you don't have anything you want to say, you can leave a heart emoji in the comment section. That helps the algorithm push our videos to the surface, which causes more people to see our videos. I can't tell you how many people I have converted with my videos. who have actually come to me in my DMs, emails, to say that my videos have actually helped them to see things from a different perspective. So even though it looks like nothing is happening, a lot is being done with these videos that we produce day in, day out in support of Harry and Meghan. I also have some interesting news that will come out today on the community page. So keep your eyes peeled for that and leave your comments when you see the post. And I think that's all I have for today. Until next time, this is Weezy signing out. Bye.